So, right. We're in that unusual position where we're not currently at war with anyone. Obviously this is an oversight and we should do something about it pretty soon. We are quite threatening because we've just acquired some more territory by the automatic operation of our vassals. Asturias is looking a bit smaller, which is I think why we managed to nick some bits off it. Yes, Noi is quite extensive in the north, which I guess is quite appropriate. Right. Let's just see if any of the good weak claims aren't in the defensive pact against me. Okay, there is one small problem with this one, which is they're not in the defensive pact against me, but they are also in Belgium. Belgium. Yes. Okay, how many landed things do I have? Right, so I have 2 counties to give away. That's a single county. Also, that's against the Byzantine Empire. I'm going to decide that the Byzantine Empire is officially far too scary. They are part of the defensive pact against Norway, so are they, them, and them. So we do have one place that is not part of the defensive pact against us. The downside, as I say, is that it is over here. Yeah. Let's just have a look at the defensive pact map. So we have 25,000 troops. Let's just check what England has. 23,000 troops. And do I have an awesome claim that would actually get me England? I can get East Anglia, or Lancaster, or Munster, that famously English thing, Northumbria, which you know I'd quite like. A bunch of things. Bunch of holy wars, which are basically lol no. And I think then we have approximately 1 billion county conquest on account of the fact that England has approximately 1 billion counties. And then we have a bunch of de jure claims as well. Okay. No. I think my official position here is we are going to try and wait for our threat to decay. Right, he's just become Earl of Scythiad, but that's fine. Well, mostly fine. Right, oh dear, I need a new marshal. Fortunately, I have quite a good one. Right, get research in military technology. I would like there to be some. Right, and it is time to go commander shopping again. Ooh, right, you're not the best martial state in the world ever, but you have one huge advantage, which is that you are actually not Yeah, you actually are an organiser. So who are you? Oh, you were raiders. Okay, alright, you're not my problem. Right, people are leaving the defensive pact, but I'm not going to take advantage of that because that's cheating. Or Lithuanian Holy War for Minsk has ceased, I think, because there was a sudden conversion incident. Right. You like the Kingdom of Finland. Well, don't worry, someone else will probably get it when I snuff it, so... One of my people has created the ultimate Finlock. I still have 8 million places that I can create things. Oh dear, Mongolia is dealing with another revolt. Well, I guess I just have to keep an eye on the results and then get them to convert. Yay! It's my favourite activity. Right. I don't know any societies. Religion, nothing very interesting is happening. Except for the fact that there's a small bit of the Kingdom of Valentia in next to Aquitaine. I think there may have been some inheritance issues there. We have lots of factions, but they're all titchy. We'd like to go on a grand hunt. Let's just check we don't have any prisoners that can be converted into cash. Alas, no. Yes, unfortunately, our army levies. Hey, the Despot of Armenia has managed to hire the Varangian Guard. I've never managed to hire the Varangian Guard. It's not fair.
Is the Despot of Armenia a vassal of the Byzantine Empire by any chance?
Quite probably looking at that, yes. Well, I don't think I'm going to solve my problem by agreeing to become a vassal of the Byzantine Empire.
What, because you're an emperor, so you can't?
Well, yes. Also, I'm constitutionally, kind of allergic to that.
Also, it might be quite tricky to merge with the Byzantine Empire, what with religious differences.
Yes. So we have 8 million children. Let's just have a quick run through vassals, see if there's anything that's easily fixable. Well, easily fixable other than, hey, I'd like the kingdom. You've got, you're a revolt leader, so your religious differences are not very thing. Oh, there's 2 Medusid revolts. Well, good luck to you both. I'm sure this will be hilarious. Okay. Well, Overijssel is now back up to 20% threatening. We've got like 1 county. Honestly. I'm going to have to wait for this king to die, and then I'll be in a position to... You want the Kingdom of Finland. You've got the wrong government type. So if you love me. Ambitious and would like the Kingdom of Poland, although you're not that unfond of me. You'd also like the Kingdom of Poland. You'd also like the Kingdom of Poland. You've got religious differences, but you're also a kid and wrong government type. I've got a new king from Mongolia, so I will deal with that shortly. You want the Earldom of Finland. I use up your title. Infidel, right. Hooray, but we can convert you because you actually quite like me. You'd also like the Earldom of Finland. Right. Okay. 35. Right, damn it, you're just. Right, let's send you some cash. And demand your religious conversion. Right, there we go. After 100 years under the Kingdom of Denmark, the Earldom of Gotland is no longer considered a de jure part of the Kingdom of Svithjod. Well, that's nice, they're both mine. Danish conquest of Dyfed on... Okay. King of Denmark. Right, he likes me about as much as he's ever going to. Right, somewhere there's a child that needs a guardian. Who are you? You're a random daughter. Okay, there we are. Child sorted. Vessels all on the way to being converted. I'm just going to check whether the Kingdom of Ruthenia is in the Defensive Pact. The Kingdom of Ruthenia is totally surprisingly in the Defensive Pact. But I would quite like it.
But it doesn't pay for the revolt.
Yeah, that's why I've got a claim against it. A weak claim to press.
Ah, right, yes.
But ooh, I can create the Kingdom of Frisia. Let's create the Kingdom of Frisia. Costs me 200 gold, but it's another kingdom. Right. Currently I hold a lot of kingdom titles.
Yeah. Exciting when you die.
Oh yeah. I'm probably going to have to go to war with everyone.
Well, most of them may decide not to be independent.
It's true. Particularly since most of them will go to my kin. I mean, I do have, of course, you know, like 2 sons. He'll get... oh, I'm ill. Well, maybe my 2 sons will get something quicker than they thought. So, how are we doing? If we carry on like this, we might actually manage to get my domain levies up to strength before I next go to war. Oh look, people are joining the defensive pact against me. I am probably going to have to wait to die to do anything interesting. My son was born named Thorbjorn. That's a lot of duchies. Hooray, I'm still alive. 28,000 troops. So my son's become a brilliant strategist, and that's still only taken his martial score up to 17.
Ed,
Yes?
Claire said on Earth that the radio was talking about beavers on the River Otter.
Yeah, they're often beavers on the River Otter, because...
Yes, I vaguely recall that from something else before, and it's been confused by it last time too.
Yes. I mean, he's got trickster and brilliant strategist, so, you know, next time I suffer a unaccountable problem with my commanders, I can stick him in. So, yes. How's the Holy Roman Empire doing? Ooh, the Knidgets of Sardinia have split off from the rest of the Empire. How are my factions doing? Oh, we're low on factions. Don't really care, he's a bit useless.
Might join the fault myself.
Well, I wouldn't, because Kinslayer, but, you know, let's just say I'm not going to be a problem. Oh, okay, well, my vassal is going after the Ruthenian revolt, so maybe that'll get me some territory.
Increase your threat again.
And increase my threat again. Yeah, but the thing here is, you know, my plan, and I think you'll admire its simplicity, is either to wait until, you know, my threat decays to a point where I can safely go to war with people, you know, like people leave the defensive pact rather than join it.
Awful lot of little revolts around, you could nibble counties off.
But yeah, but that just drives my threat up. What I kind of want to do is get my threat down or die, and in the brief moment when I don't have a defensive pact, then to go for all-out thermonuclear hamsters. I do as many wars as I possibly can. Because the problem here is with revolts is you have to try and nip in. You know, you need to either be touching them or they need to be coastal. Then you need to nip in. Well, let's. So, what's not?
Estonian one, Ruthenian one, and probably the Brelian one.
Right, okay, let's get back to that. So there's the Ruthenian revolt, which my vassals are going to attack. What other ones?
Estonia. I don't know if it's Estonia or Latgale or somewhere else, but there's a blatant revolt there.
Technically it's Sakala.
They are rather well off the troops then.
Yeah, but so am I. What do I have?
You can nibble one of their two counties there.
I can nibble one county of them. I can nibble one of two counties, one of which is almost certainly going to be in the claim that my vassal has against them. And then there's the Lotharingian revolt. Nope.
Oh no, you're not adjacent to that, are you?
Yeah,
You're
no.
very close. But
Very close, but no. Ooh, am I adjacent to the French revolt?
there are two revolts there.
Oh, good lord.
I think you're pretty definitely not adjacent to that one.
Right.
I think you're not adjacent to the other one, but you might have to zoom in a bit so you can actually see what's going on. That's the first one.
That's the first one again. So that one. I think I am adjacent to it.
It's also utterly tiddling as far as I can see. Well, more adjacent to it than I expected. I suppose it's coastal as well.
Yeah.
So you can either go by adjacency or coastal. Because it's got like 500 troops.
You cannot be very unique, nor can you be more adjacent.
Oh no, sorry, 6,000 troops, okay.
6,000 troops. I mean, it's still feasible to go and take county off them and a county off Estonia by basically raising like most of my troops. I have a lot of troops. I've got 28,000.
They're both big enough that they are a bit of a hassle, though. So
Yeah.
worth the hassle for a county.
I think it's, yeah, that's the problem at this point. Like, the hassle for taking a single county, unless you can do it when you're already at war with like everyone else, is a bit high. Also, of course, while I'm not going to war, I am cheering up my vassals, which is improving my levies, which means that when I can go to war...
You finished cheering them up, they're already at no penalty. So they won't get any happier, except by long range bonuses.
Yeah. What about her? Is she any good? She might turn out to be... Okay, not that good. Fine. Right, I'm cheering up my pissed off vassal because I nicked his title. How are we doing cash wise? Fine. Okay. Some people have come to loot us, how nice. Right. Hooray, I've got someone else in that county, they don't hate me. Right, brilliant. Let's just check. Right, you are not a threat. Let's go and find my vassals. And find my most pissed off vassal, who is the leader of the revolt. But let's actually go to our good old friend, the Jarl of Rostov. Okay, I'm not quite sure why they're supporting her. Oh, I've got a new bird. Right, let's go hunting with our new falcon. What can possibly go right? Ooh, 16.5% threatening. I was going to say I can imprison the King of Svithio, but I don't want to do that because I don't have viceroys. So that's not a very useful thing for me to do. Jarl Astos of Karolin has declared the Karelian conquest of Borovici on the Countess of Borovici. Okay, that's nice, yes. All in favour of our vassals doing that kind of thing. I've got a new Jarl of Beacon. Right, this one likes me, that's good. stout. My Chancellor was a stout. Now you have to stay there until you can repair the damage you did by pissing off the councillor. Now go and think about what you've done. Swedish Vestland de jure over Vestergotland. Right, well, that's an internal problem. You can do that. Feel free. Hey. Random Duke of Nordgau, Duchy of Nordgau, has popped out of my territory. Unfortunately, he's part of the Defensive Pact.
Well, yes, obviously.
Well, yes.
Let's just say he's on the list.
Well, yes. He's not on the Christmas card list, though.
On the Great Blot list.
Well, he is on the Great Blot list. It's just, you know, he's on the Great Blot list with, you know, for the list for the people to pass to the hangman. Right, now, okay, at least you've repaired your damage in Rostov, or with the Earl of Rostov. Right, so we're still stressed. Charitable, brave, growth, a scholar, a fact, scarred, a flat terrain expert, and a tough soldier. Okay.
And then have a present defense thing. Or you just going to use it to his direct. Oh, right, maybe, yes, actually, maybe it has to be used directly if you ask him to do it.
Yes.
Directly, he's apparently in the middle of 2 wars. So.
2 revolt wars, I think. I know he's just hostile to one of them. Oh, goody, it's a good old favourite. The, down to 15% threatening. You're right, you're not a...
So, the Brazilian revolt is slowly getting occupied. My concubine is pregnant. Hooray. Not really hooray. I have plenty of children already. I am not short of children. So it's 2 years till what's-his-face turns up. Right, here another random sub-jarl of mine. Right. That's sticking up nicely, that's sticking up okay. So is that. That's oh good, we've got a new new Grand Mayor of Venice. Right. Okay, that's not bad. Right, here's my ambition to get married, because my wife has snuffed it. Right, I should get married. Right, marriage, you say. Yeah. Minus 100 prestige, so still, I'm probably going to I'll get some piety for that. Right. Hooray, I got married. I
I'm now back in the state where I can't have any valid ambitions. Rostovan Revolt War. Right, okay, good luck with that. Right. My marshal is wounded because my pedants are useless. The defensive pact against the Holy Roman Emperor has been disbanded.
Well, the Holy Roman Empire is...
Oh good, I've become a leper.
Oh dear.
Minus 20, minus 25 personal skill. On the plus side, my fertility's gone down. Good. Okay. It's not immediately obvious that I've acquired leprosy. I'm now the old. Well, I've got 10.6 thousand prestige, and all you come up with is the old. I'm only 57.
You don't look it.
It's true. Right. I do now have the problem that my levies have just dropped by like 5,000 overnight.
Because you've got no eyebrows.
Because my nose has fallen off. Which is a bit of a problem. We're slowly converting bits of Mongolia to Germanic paganism. Okay, the Sword of Odin. So, oh, there's a Swedish revolt. Okay, good, fine. Whatever. You do you. I'm now back up to quite a few factions, but not that many for independence. Unfortunately, no one's leaving the defensive pact against me. Yet. Well, we haven't had an otter for a while, so let's have an otter. Okay. New Yard of Opland, which isn't great for me, to be perfectly honest. Oh, excellent, you nicked some technology from Rome, that's what we like to hear. Pause. Right, I have died. I have paused. Right, the defensive pact opposing me has been disbanded. Emperor Birger feasts in Valhalla at age 57. He died of terminal stage leprosy. Known to be a respected scholar, Birger spent most of his days studying in his library, rarely leaving his... I led armies all across Europe!
Really, the historians in this game are not very good.
They're a bit terrible. And we've lost 2 things to Little Otter. Two things to King Erika, and a bunch of kingdoms to King Karl. Emperor Anlaufr, an adventurous man, Anlaufr's life is likely to be filled with glory and excitement. Long live Emperor Anlaufr. How old are you? Yeah, you might manage to last it for more than a few minutes, so be it. Alright. Turn down time. Right, so we've had we have 18,000 troops at our disposal, which, you know, could be better, could be worse. We are not the most martially gifted king, but that's fine. That's what we have marshals for. We are the most diplomatically, inclined king we've had for a very long time. We are temperate, brave, gregarious, charitable, ambitious, scholar, and adventurer. Child of Concubine, and a Grey Eminence. Not bad. Right, we have Valkyrian Crown, we have a Stoat Circle and a Grand Stoat Hue, several times over. Right.
So I think that means
No one
left
seems
the
to have
Empire.
popped out from... Let's just check we still have, most of
No
the...
one opted out of staying in the Empire, of staying under the new Filkit.
Yes.
Really.
It's
You
true.
don't really get a choice about Filkit.
I did not. I have a weak claim on the Kingdom of Pomerania, which, is fine. I can use it to get stuff back. Right, great work construction. Right, resume that. Resume the custodian of the Stoats and resume stage construction. Gosh, I've got quite a lot of money. I wonder what I got it for. How's my wife? She's a bit dismal.
Maybe worth a divorce and a strategic remarry
Yeah.
to someone, say, older but more brilliant. You're not exactly short of offspring.
So I've got one son, two son who's actually looking not at all bad. A really quite promising looking daughter. How old is she? Oh, she's 11. Right, let's do a little bit of strategic dynastic management. Starting with my eldest son. So he is 13. Let's I'm going to need to unpause to sort out my children, I think. Although possibly my wife will do it. Right, well, okay, let's deal with the stuff that absolutely needs to be dealt with right now. Like, I need to pick an ambition. Okay, the ambition I can pick is to become exalted among men. Right, yep, let's do that. We're fine with that. Let's commission a rune stoat. So, me. I've got charitable, ambitious, gregarious, brave. Right.
300.
Let it speak of me. Right, feared nothing. Right, nominate successor. Right. Let's go with him. He doesn't look terrible. Don't want to go on a grand hunt. That'll disappear pretty shortly. Chancellor. Hello. Right, yes, you'll do. Steward, you're just acceptable. Right, you are fine. And you are fine. Right, let's just check. I am the right religion. Let's just check that none of these people have a religion problem. Right, so one problem is I'm down to 4 counties, and I can start giving away counties in Iceland if I really, really have to, but let's try and avoid that. Right. I'm going to wait till I unpause to set my Chancellor to work, because I'm going to want to put my Chancellor in whoever my most unpopular, whoever my least happy vassal is. But I don't want to unpause until I I'm going to try researching economy tech in somewhere that isn't my capital, on the grounds that there's a small problem, which is that I'm a long way away from anywhere good. God damn it, we are going to try and convert the Isle of Rostov. Because, right, So Chancellor is idle, which is what we want. Right, minor titles. Cupbearer. Doink, doink. Right, Jarl of Rostov. Cheer him up a bit. Cheer up the Grand Mayor of Venice. And the King of Poland. And the King of Pomerania. And the King of Mongolia. Right. Who have we got? So, you're a good person. You're not the best, but you do have Speedboots. You're not the best, but you do have Siege Leader. You're perfectly cromulent. You're perfectly cromulent, if not exceptional. Right. Let's stick in the Jarl of Opland, who's pretty good. My little brother, who's pretty good. Do we have 16, but you don't even have any nice characteristics. Let's go commander shopping. Let's invite you to court. Right, so let's just have a look at how Ruthenia is. Right, we've got 18,000 troops. We can take Ruthenia. We've got a claim for it. He's got a title already.
He's also your cousin.
He's also my cousin. Right, let's send a war for Ruthenia.
And the second kingdom claim lying around.
We have a second kingdom claim lying around.
According to kingdom, maybe a little optimistic. A few scattered fragments of Wales.
Right, they are winning there. So, yeah. Right.
So, have you got a useful claim on Scotland? Because that's much more sensible. And we don't need to go after weak claims particularly, just there. Like,
yeah.
harder to expand there.
Great Holy War, Holy War, Holy War, Holy War. Conquest, 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 conquest. No.
Right. I was wondering if you happen to have someone lying around who had a claim on the throne of Scotland. I mean, if you can find someone with a claim on the throne of Scotland, it just feels like Scotland is where you should be.
It's true.
You could probably conquest that random county that you found up in Norway.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing that anyway. Because the thing is, I don't think I can hang around long enough to...
Probably what the claimants is.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Bloody Christians. Actually, they're not one of them with a religion.
So, let's have a quick look at Red Ruthenia. Do I have anything other than some conquests? No. What about you? I think I should go to war with him be fine. Let's just check. I think pacts. I should check their pacts. I should go to war with him.
Have a personal danger claim on this rather.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether that's more or less useful than having than a conquest. I think that is similar.
Yeah.
You end up personally holding it in either case.
I think the thing is that conquest means I can go to war with him for something else more quickly.
Yes, and not be likely to. But
Yeah. What about Briege? They're officially a tiny bit scary.
yeah, it's got an awful lot of mercenaries running around.
Yeah. I'm just going to check if I have a really good claim, which it doesn't look like I do. Right, no, that's not worth it. So the question is, do I also go for my claim on what's left of Wales? Do I go for the High Chieftain of Livonia, which is a bit scarier? Because both of those would require me giving away. I don't know, Lhasa, we know where it is. It's bloody inconvenient. Right, Novgorod, however, which is feudal. Anywhere else that's small and obvious? And let's go and let's declare war on the French revolt for Vexin, so that I can try and assemble a sort of Normandy-ish. Because he's winning his revolt war.
Mm-hmm.
So, right. And I think 5 wars is probably plenty. For the time being. Oh, I will just check that Begal isn't, like, completely made of cheese.
Pretty cheesy.
That's pretty made of cheese.
Oh, is it worth burning the county for it? I mean, actually, check out its religious situation was ludicrous, wasn't it? It was like a member of a religion that almost no one else is. Like it's.
Yeah.
So I think a holy war for it might
Hang
be
on,
reasonable.
let's just.
Yeah, so you've got a lot of Manichaeans
Inside my territory, but
doesn't really look like there's a. I think I go for the brave.
I mean, he will be able to raise another 2,000 troops.
2,500.
2,500, yeah, because he's tribal. Let's just check how scary everyone else is. So he's got. So let's say that's about 5,000. It's going to be a bit less than that, but 5,000. So I'm down to 14,000. And so 12,500. That's the same one I just checked. 10,000. Seven and a bit thousand.
He's quite scary.
He's a bit scary. But, he's in his own revolt war.
I think you can afford, especially because they're quite widely dispersed, you're not actually going to run into them all at once.
Yeah.
In particularly, probably leave this one kicking around for like 5 years, well, not 5 years, a couple of years.
Well, I shunt some people over.
Because it'll take so long to get anyone there anyway.
Yeah. Right, let's give it a go. Nearby Manichean rulers. Ha ha ha. Lol.
They might turn out to exist.
They might turn out to exist. Right. Next up. Raise all my troops. Next up. Let's ask for a divorce for 95 gold. Right. Okay.
Hello, Claire.
Right, let's arrange a marriage. Okay. So.
Did you make sure you gave yourself the ambition to get married first?
No, I didn't. I forgot about that. Never mind. I've got the ambition become exalted among stoats, so. Right. Let's zoom out a level. So, my first question is, where the fuck am I going to war against?
Ruthenia. You can find Ruthenia, that's not a problem.
Yeah, he's already got a county, that's fine. Right. Okay. I've even got a substantial army I can actually march into Ruthenia. Hooray. Right, so, anyway. Let's send... How big are the settlements here? They are ditchy. Right, you and you and you get to go and besiege wherever the hell that is. Right. Let's... March you to Ruthenia. Let's assemble some of you over in that county. Right. You still don't have any bloody ships, do you? You never do. Right. Stick you in a ship. In fact, actually, let's ship you not over there. Let's leave you because it'd be quicker to do that by ship. Stick you in a ship. Ship you down to that county. You on a ship. Ship you out there. Right. You get a ship. Let's drop you off there. You can get in a ship. And take you over there. Not there. You lot can go over there. And I hope that one day there will be lemon-soaked paper stoats. Okay, Venice does not like me at the moment. Let's embark you. Let's ship you there. Right, and although you're tantalisingly close to what we're doing in France, that is entirely the wrong place for you to be right now. Mark you. Over there and hope that by then we can make you meet up with someone. Right. Let's dismiss you lot temporarily and re-raise you once we have some people in the right place. Apparently that's 19,000 people. Okay. Right, let's put some people in charge of this lot. Like... You. I've got right. Okay. Right. It's not going to be a huge problem. Unpause. Wait for it to be the 1st of October. Gain prestige. Oh, so yes, that's what I was going to do. I was going to find my most miserable. Okay, find my most miserable permanent vassal, which is our good old friend the Jarl of Rostov. Even though we've been through like several Jarls of Rostov, and
It seems to be constitutionally ill-disposed towards you. Presumably, there's a good reason for this.
some of it is, I think, to do with religion. But that's fine. Right. Okay. Let's see what happens. Right. Okay, he's not completely terrible. I am prepared to accept him as a fee. Right, you are a random kinstote. Let's assign you a guardian. Oh yes, that's what I was going to do now. Since I'm unpaused, I was going to look at my children, whom I still can't... Okay. The problem is that my children don't owe allegiance to me.
Oh, they, for some reason, don't live with you.
Yes, that's because I think my children are...
They may have been sent away to be educated elsewhere.
That's maybe true, right. Yes, okay, so he's... Let's assign him a guardian.
Oh, they may have gone with their mother.
Ah! Damn it. Well, that's going to be exciting.
I don't know, but it occurs to me that their mother is still alive.
It's true.
I would have assumed she'd have stayed in your court, but she might not have done.
Yeah, I'd have thought that. But she might have been a chiefess in her own right, of course.
No, she wasn't.
Well, states then.
She would have had a differently coloured border if she had.
Oh yeah, snooze. Hello. Let's make you a commander. Right, sorting out my commander's religious problems. Let's maybe not get you lot together there. Maybe let's get you together. Okay, let's go over there. Then go over there. Okay. Glue you lot together. Stick you on a ship. Ship you over there. You lot together. Go bugger. Ship's not quite big enough. Get ships together. Embark. Ship over there. Oh look, people join a defensive pact against me. How threatening am I? I'm mere 13% threatening, but I don't think this is going to last very long. Right there. And we are attacking the enemy. Right, yes. Glue it together. Is there anyone else that's waiting for the Tikfine ferry service? No. Let's dispatch you. Glue you lot together, stick you on a ship. Let us in fact take you lot over there. You've called your mating. Let's glue you lot together. Let's now turn you into the B team, or at least A team. Glue. Right, now let's stick some people in charge of here. Right, you lot get to go over there. You lot get to be temporarily disbanded. Glue you lot together. And send you over there. actually, I think we can just walk that bit over there. Look at the fact that those are going to be coming pretty quickly. Right. I've got 3% in one of my walls. That's nice. Not sure which wall, but I guess I'll find out eventually. Oh, probably the one I just did that small battle in. Yeah. Right, that makes sense. Right, you right there. Well, that's nice, dear. Both are right there. Glue you together. Go. Does no one have any goddamn ships? Right, you have ships. Good. Who the hell are you? Okay, you not. Okay, let's reconsider this. Let's, in fact, sit you lot down there and get some mates together. And we'll go to plan B. The stoat is raised! While he still lived, Anlaufr, son of Dan, and Edla had this stone raised in his own memory. Even his enemies cannot deny the great courage of Anlaufr. Those who knew him can swear that when faced with danger he was always without fear. We leave the stoat content in the knowledge blah blah blah, it's the usual. 300 prestige and plus 2 diplomacy. But I was already pretty damn diplomatic. And right, so okay, let's glue you all together. Fingers what I want. You're there. Right. Shoo. Don't need you. Right. You lot get to go over here. You get to go. It was nice knowing you. Right. Okay. There we go. Team tracking your way across Europe. You've arrived where I want you to be. You've joined a defensive pact against me. Shocking news. Right, that's got us 33% war score. Hooray. Okay. I think there's even less of Wales left than there was like 5 minutes ago. Right, let's glue you all together. Let's contemplate going over there and saying hello to that. Right, let's put some people with you. Good job, we didn't decide to go and try and, conquer Wales. You not get to go there. You not get to be dismissed. Six wars, most of Europe. Hooray. Right, you're there. Where are you going? They're running away to visit you. well. You say that. Where's... Right. Oh, someone around somewhere. This band. Okay, let's do it right there. To the right. Okay. They're running away. Right, now I don't need them because their revolt's gone and they don't have as many vassals. Thanks a bunch.
Sorry, what was that?
An ending of a revolt cost me 300 troops in a freak, troop-related incident. I was about to try and put myself at the head of the army and go, because of my awesome skill in the plains, and then I remembered that was the last king. I was going to say, I'm perfectly average at fighting, and although I know I've got the Filkerian crown, I am actually, in fact, a perfectly cromulent martial person, just not, it's not nearly at the same level as my diplomacy. Admittedly, at the moment, I am practicing diplomacy in the Clausewitz sense of diplomacy. Hooray! We've actually got to fight the enemy. Thank you for saying that we're nicking stuff from Smyrna. Gonna move on there. Not dismiss. Everyone and his pet hamster is joining the defensive pact against me. Not really surprising. Let's face it, even the pet hamster can work out that strategically it's not great. Given me a nice boost in that war. Excuse me, I'm just going to switch out for the guy with the speed boots and go and fight him. Well, we've got -2% more score in that. What is that? Oh, right, they're besieging some of that stuff. Fair enough, that's a good reason. How's the battle going? That's going quite reasonably for us. Do we have any good commanders? Ha ha ha, lol, no. The other one, religion, and are a tiny bit old. Let's invite you. There we are. Come on, get your next bolt in. Come on. Okay. There we are. Okay, that's good. Okay. Let's just send you over that. 3 wars are positive, which is good. Let's glue it all together. Turn everything the right colour again. So, okay, so they're besieging some stuff there. Well, I don't think it's going to do them very much good. Me or raiders, right, fine. Most people have turned up in Lublin. Right, that's taken us up to 55%. Where are you going? You're going to Vermont. That's forest. My plan is, I think, to sit there for a bit. Because they can't really come and attack me up there. And I can't safely leave it at the moment. Aha, right, we have besieged Bravici. Conquest. Release the otter. Right, having released that otter. Let's go and get my army together there. Right, glue you lot together. Okay, got a new republic in Venice. Right. Okay. Right, okay, that's got me 1% more score. Okay. Let's try and deal with that. I'm being attacked by a cosmos.
Well, you upstairs asleep or wiggling around something.
Oh, we've nicked some tech from Smyrna. Excellent. Can I get any advances? Ha ha ha, lol, no. Okay, there. You go there. We've besieged Lublin. To Dublin. Lublin to Difflin at the moment. Divlin rather. That's the one. Right. Conversion of Galloway proceeds slowly, still. There, excellent. Right. More people joining the defensive pact. I was wondering why the Ruthenian people weren't coming to attack me, but then I realised it's of course they have a revolt war going on.
Yes.
So,
Plus a bunch of people invading the revolt.
I should in fact check how the revolt war is doing. Right, maybe as soon as I win something else, I should go and fight the King of Ruthenia. Because once he's... If I've started a war, with a weak claim war against him and the revolt ends, does my claim disappear?
I don't know. I don't think it should, but... I mean, assuming your claim is a weak one.
It is, I'm pretty sure. Because of the way it kept appearing and disappearing in the list of staff.
But surely it's no longer an issue.
Yes, because I'm now in war.
The title is disputed. You're disputing it.
It's true. Very true. You coming back for more? Well, I might call you a state. That's taking us up to 94%, so they're going to... Okay. Another county in Mongolia has converted. Slowly. We are exporting Germanic paganism across most of the known world. Let's not talk about the Americas.
Or maybe there's someone over there doing it as well.
I think they're all dead, Dave. The survivors got on a boat and went, you know what, Greenland's great.
Well, it's a nice place. Thank you.
Right, that is 100% war score. Release the otter. Yoink. Once she's converted, I'll give her the temple.
It feels like nepotism.
Well, I'm an emperor.
Technically fulfills the requirements. She is of the correct religion now to be a priestess.
Do I go and fight Ruthenia, or do I go in there, over there and mop up that war quickly while I can? I think I do, because otherwise I've got these, 1,000 troops stranded there. 1,500 troops stranded there going, la la la, I'm a state. Together. That's Galicia Volhynia. It's in very nearly but not quite the same shade of green. Right, you've converted the Germanic faith. Right, let's grant you a landed title. That temple it does. Oh dear, something's happened to one of my commanders. I do need one of my headmen. Let's okay, probably. So how is my threat right now? I'm near 42%. I have only won 2 counties. Right, commander. New commander. So I think my plan is win this war, or try and win this war, win Ruthenia, deal with the French revolt if it's, still there, which seems quite likely. And then go and try and take the place by Holy War. Yeah, that one over there at the beginning of B. Okay, you've usurped a county, that's nice. Ruthenia, I think. It's now slightly less of Ruthenia.
Okay. So you've got there. You're still sitting there. I don't know where they've gone. Hasn't anyone gone to Iceland? No one's gone to Iceland. How very disappointing. In other news, people are joining the defensive pact against me. Right. Let's glue you all together for more effective sieging. Jihad for Egypt. The great Shia Caliph Ruhollah has decided to call a jihad against the Kafirs in the Kingdom of Egypt. He urges all righteous Shia Muslims to take up arms against the depraved Kaiser Adalbert of the Holy Roman Empire for the glory of Islam. Allah is merciful. I was going to say that's no concern of ours, but excellent if that weakens the Holy Roman Empire.
Yes.
I'm fine with that.
The Holy Roman Empire has relatively little left in Europe.
Yeah.
Its major power base is now in North Africa.
Well, apart from the bits that it mysteriously lost to the
Lost the
Knights of Sardinia in a freak accident.
But like the Holy Roman Empire reduced just to its European holdings might be quite
Yes,
soft.
that's what I'm thinking. Who are you? Oh, you're a Rostovan revolt.
It's a really awkward thing to get territory off because it's full of little duchies. Usually.
Oh yeah. With annoying rules that make it hard to.
So you can't sensibly take the empire, so you have to nibble one duchy at a time. Problem. Ooh, maybe you can Great Holy War entire de jure kingdoms out of it.
Small problem there.
Catholicism.
It's the one.
Obviously, you need to arrange that the Holy Roman Emperor isn't Catholic. Then, right now, there's a challenge from the outside.
Is the Holy Roman Emperor a Catholic? What? I mean, obviously, I'm sure many of them have been excommunicated, possibly for things involving anti-popes, or were excommunicated and then made anti-popes. Of course, we never really see what happens when popes and anti-popes meet. Okay, so basically I'm getting a massive ticking wall score there. Okay. Right, you have besieged that tribe, now let's
So,
defeat...
the wiki certainly suggests it's possible for the Holy Roman Emperor not to be Catholic. Because it says only vassals sharing the same religion with the Emperor can be electors, so converting to a small religion can be advantageous.
Right.
So I think it's perfectly possible to have a pagan Holy Roman Emperor.
Right.
Or, I mean, obviously what you want is whatever the obscure Manichaean Holy Roman Emperor or equivalent. Like,
Yes.
something obscure that no one else nearby is. Preferably that most of his vassals aren't, so they won't join the war either.
Yes.
Or their vassals.
Their vassals. I think the Holy Roman Emperor is agnatic elective, so you're stuck with it being men. Right. 100% more score.
Because he captured the Duke of
Because I
Nordgau.
captured the Duke of Nordgau. Release the otter. Right.
Leave Norway alone.
That's the one. Right.
Even your wife is converted, have you given her her temple?
Yeah. Right. So you are. Right. So we do actually have someone who has a claim on Scotland now.
Someone landed with a claim
in Scotland.
But sadly you've got all your troops
Yes.
raised and Scotland's a member of the defensive pact.
Indeed.
So like not really the best of circumstances to be trying to take it.
So she's too much of a woman.
Everyone's member of the defensive pack.
Right, yeah, I was just mostly seeing if, because I want to give away the barony I just got.
Oh, right, yes.
So we are not near our vassal count. Let's find someone moderately miserable who's a bloke. Small, cruel, what's that? Sprout.
You really want to find out someone who can think.
When you say that.
No, but we're just going to be working now. It's 11 o'clock-ish and I can't find that. I think it's your stuff.
Right, let's find my most miserable. Well, let's. Okay, very many miserable vassals. Let's at least solve that problem. Right, you lot. You get to go to Ruthenia until we sort out our Ruthenia war. Right, I assume we're now at -2% because they still control whatnot. Yes, fine. So what's the terrain there? It's plains. Well, I think we assault this holding. It wasn't that nice. Wander over here to give them a quick battle on the plains. Because they were daft enough to come and stand next to me. So, like, 10 out of 10 for bravery, minus several million for good thinking. Because apart from anything else, you're standing in the plains. The plains, where you don't get a defensive advantage. And I don't know if you can do the maths here, it's very complicated, but I have roughly twice as many troops as they do. And better commanders, so all around poor life choices there by the King of Ruthenia. And one of his wings was made of cheese. And if it wasn't to start with, it certainly is now. I'm getting a lot of martial turnover. Maybe they're all getting camp fever. Right. Am I really down to people who've got like 20 war score? It's a bit feeble. Right, you. Right click. Right court. Then I can do some stuff and possibly some things. Excellent, place is slowly turning Germanic. If only one day I can convert the sodding Jarl of Rostov, everything will be grand. Right. You are my courtier. Right. Let's make you shield maiden. Right, she's now my shield maiden. And you're my commander. Right. Get that excellent woman with the speed boots going over there. So what have we got in our pockets is we have 52% war score and 14% occupation.
Oh no, that's not the shield maiden, sorry, she looks very like the shield maiden, you've just imported.
She does look quite like the shield
I
maiden.
thought you'd God, and managed to get someone who was so excellent that she was immediately appointed as your successor.
Let's see if we can. So she's just generally a bit useless. So.
Diplomacy.
It's true. Let's try her. She's not completely hopeless. Pitch Conquest War. Well, good luck for that. Ooh, hang on. You lot. Can watch you to the coast. I've got a new King of Denmark. Okay, he's about 3. Well, he's 11, but yeah. He's also a bit useless. Lots of sons of concubines inheriting, but I think that's because we've had a lot of concubines. Concubining. I mean, I think I've taken like 1 concubine. And the rest I've all been surprised to turn up and go, oh right, I now monarch and now I've got this concubine she does. He's not really any better. Is his wife any good? No. Honestly, you don't have no sense of strategic what's name.
Well, maybe they want to weaken your empire.
Oh, okay, there's someone raising a host. Don't care about looting. Well, I kind of care about looting, but not that much. Just check that I'm not raising my fleet levies. Good, because they are expensive. Slightly more ships than, I need. As such. In Europe. What's... Right, let's just sort that then. Okay, let's sort that and then wander off. you lot can set down to a nice little siege. Oh, excellent. Right, finally, after chasing you through a bunch of counties, I get to run into some more of you. Brilliant. Not completely sure you thought this through as such. Unfortunately, you had basically one flank, which is probably not going to do you any favours. Even though I do have a major river crossing and we're hills. Well, if you will be a state, what can you expect? Can I not keep a commander for 5 bloody minutes? Okay, my small problem is he's about 300 years old. So, we have the small problem that he might kind of snuff it on the job. But this is a perennial risk with commanders. I mean, no matter the age. But this is always a problem. Right, 93% wall score. Okay, you're just suffering out supply problems, and that'll go away very shortly once you win this siege. Let's take time a little bit faster, since things are mostly going okay. It's 95% wall score, that's nice. There is a small problem, of course, that I win Ruthenia and then there's still a revolt war.
Possibly, I don't know. But you'll have some convenient armies lying around.
It's true, I will have some
The
convenient
revolt has
armies.
already been seriously injured by your vassals.
97%. Right, I think I start meandering you across country while I besiege them with bits. 100%, right, excellent. Let's release an otter. Right. Hooray, we won.
So you haven't inherited a war. Instead, indeed, it seems that. What is that revolt doing? What's going on now? Is that all one revolt? Yes.
Yes.
So the Ruthenian revolt is revolting against. Oh, what? Who's it revolting against?
Against.
So it's the person you've just put in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's somebody else's problem now.
Somebody else's problem now. So, right, let's have a quick look at French Revolt War. Okay. You are fairly big. And you are rapidly declining. I think. I just wander over here and have a quick look at that.
Yeah, you've got enough ships to pile everyone onto.
Yes.
Either you march them to the coast or you march them to a river. I'd be inclined to march them to somewhere, yes.
Or
If you head westish, you get to a river that you can reach from where the ships currently are. I mean, that is rather a long walk for that eastern army, though.
now, what I do is I think. Well, hang on, let's see where I can send the ships to. Okay, that's not a terrible route. Right, you. Why can't I get you on the ships?
In a different county?
Oh, we're in the wrong county.
Hang on, didn't they just get off those ships?
Yes.
Because the ships were
yes.
already scheduled to move.
Right, yes, that's it, of course. Right. Yoink. Let's send you there. Do we have an organiser in there? We do. Right, you need to go over there. Zoom out. How's our threat doing now? 100%. Yep, well, taking an entire kingdom will pretty much do that, yes. Red Ruthenia seems to have done quite well out of the deal, but...
You haven't actually managed to completely enclose the Baltic states yet. Galicia Volhynia is... Red Ruthenia is still...
Yes. And there's Novgorod hanging on in there with, like, one county. So... Yeah. Mind you, I still haven't taken all of Ireland, and I've, had a presence in there since like the 9th century or something.
Yeah, but the English,
That's true.
They resist this sort of thing.
Yes, I really need to try and get a claimant to the kingdom.
Nice.
Just out of interest, where are you over there? I'm just going to call you pestilential states. And then, mostly leave you to it. Let's actually...
I think those are in an adjacent river section to that factor, aren't they?
So you can get in there. Right. You've arrived in the Dnieper. And you lot. Get it there. Why have you got out? Did I accidentally click on that? I might have accidentally clicked on that. Whoops. Right.
Oh, the present revolt, I think, was found some...
Oh, good.
Not enough enemies to kill them.
Yeah, but maybe enough to stop them besieging things. Right, you lot. You get to go. There. You get to go to Normandy. You always wanted to go to Normandy, right? Right, is he any good? Yes, he is, in fact. Some
You
good.
could add your vote to him to try to stabilise things.
I will. Let's just check factions. Nothing disastrous at the moment. Not enough to stop you besieging things. Oh well. My big worry is getting some troops out east fast enough that I can... Before...
You could go quite a long way east by river, I think. So,
Yeah.
I mean, this war won't last long once you land those troops.
It's true. Hopefully not.
We've got into another fight.
Oh, good. It's a bit small, that fight. But maybe those guys are going to go and help out. Aha, that's more like it. That's probably going to sort that out. Good, good. Right, 14,000 troops. Let's glue you all together. Sort. So we have Kinga in that wing, which is great. Right. Oh, let's put my marshal researching military technology. Let's try somewhere that's slightly connected to a culture. Right. Ooh, 100% more score. Pen revolt. Send it! Look, guys, you didn't even manage to get to the point where you could, you know, get in and... Actually, maybe what I want there is my siege leader. I do still have one. Hooray! How is the revolt war doing, anyway? Okay, still doing it, okay.
Winning, despite
Still winning.
what looks like a fairly major territorial deficit.
Right, well, yes, you're my son, but you are hopeless. Oh, the revolt war have come to say hello. Well, that's nice of them. Not sure it's the best idea they had in the world. I mean, their one advantage is that one of my flanks is led by a siege leader, but I don't think that's going to matter very much.
When his opposite number has a martial score of 1.
That's the one. Holy wolf for that garlic. Right, that's given us 57% more score. And I've captured some dude in battle. I did lose like 2,000 troops in the process. But I think they lost a lot more, so, you know. Okay. Little autumn's left the defensive pact against me. It's very confusing.
Probably because you lost those 2,000 troops.
Probably, yes. Oh dear, something's happened to my steward. Something tells me now is a great time to go steward shopping. Let's not pick the one that's 63. Let's pick the slightly less good one that's, you know, not likely to die in the next couple of years. Let's sit there going, la la la, besieging Roche-Guyon is tedious. La Roche-Guyon, sorry. I assume that there's a rock there. Give it a go in the hope that
Ignore you using terrible penalty.
well, I've got proud. Well, I might lose it again in a freak accident. $2,000 prestige. Of course, you know, taking over an entire kingdom is good. Right, my steward is now turning out to be the right religion. Although, of course, having councillors of the wrong religion isn't quite such a big problem as it is when you're a Christian. When everyone turns up to go, you've got a heretic on your council. I'm like, yes, but he's dead good at what he does. I don't care. Let's, you know, have some religious tolerance. Can't have that. Burn the witch.
Though ironically, your current religion is the one that sacrifices infidels.
It's true. Right. You would make a terrible marshal. I'm sorry, you may be my wife, but you also can't do maths. My shield maiden is better than the lot of them, and she's not complaining. Mind you, I've got her leading, you know, troops into battle. Right. 84% more score. Right. So I need to fix its religion at some point. Possibly not right now, because I'm in the middle of a war.
And isn't your thing trying to sort out down Rostov?
It's either sorting out down Rostov or it's sorting out Dublin, where I had a bunch of religious revolts because of some inconsiderate Christian. It was either the Fraticelli or the Lombards or something.
Lollards, I think.
Or the Lollards, yes. Lombards are different. Yes, yes.
There appears to be an independent ferry.
It's an independent Sancerre. Right, let's besiege l'Abbaye de Mortemer. The Mortemer. Well, I mean, you know, the French army can come and have a go if it thinks it's hard enough.
Well, I think you've weakened the revolt quite a bit, so France may now actually have a chance.
Right, well, my vassals are off conquering things, so that's nice. If I do get the chance to create the Duchy of Normandy, I probably should.
Quite a lot more ferries like that.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit distressing. 100% more score. Right, Otter is released. Zoom in so I can actually see which county I want to go into, which is Raw. Right, zoom out. Right, Demeanor's too big. Anyone got any really good claims? Excuse me, I've just spotted someone with another kingdom claim. Well, I can at least... hang on. I need her religious conversion. Then I can give her a temple. Because I'm pretty sure I've got one spare.
Yes.
Got two spare. Woohoo! So...
It says Tamu Zita the Messy.
Right. So she's 47. She's 33. Let's see if we can give her... Oh, we can't. Because she's presumably married to someone who's got some stuff going on. Right, he's a high chief. She's 52. Yeah. Right, you get a temple. And damn it, I should have asked her to convert first. Oh well, state. Okay. Do I have any good titles to create? No. Create a new vassal. Right, he's already got lots of stuff. Vassals. Let's see if we can cheer some people up a bit. You're a revolt leader. Oh my god, how many revolts are there happening here? You want the county of Estradal.
And that plus the one that I think is waiting for conversion.
Conversion, yeah. That'll do. Hopefully. Right, embark here.
How far east can you get? The river's going quite a long way into that area, but I'm not sure you can get anything onto them.
Hang on. Oh, damn it. No, I need to...
So can you do better by going round to the north? So can you get to any of those rivers east of the Urals?
I don't think any of those actually are big enough to count, because these aren't rivers, these are...
No, that's the mountain.
Yeah, right.
But, I mean, those are blatantly rivers, but maybe they're unreachable rivers.
I think they're unreachable rivers.
Because you have to go through Siberia to get to them.
Yeah.
So you can get to that lake in Perm, and since you're going to have to go around and probably go around... Oh, can you not? Oh, okay.
No, I can get... That's where I can get to.
Okay, well, I think that's probably slightly better than... Caspian Sea.
Caspian Sea at least has the benefit of unloading in, friendly territory.
That doesn't have much odds since there are no ports.
It's at least landed some people. My threat is still mysteriously at 100%. Whoops. That's a lot of duchies. I'm going to have to pause and go to the lake. Let's pause and go to the lake. Well, I contemplate. Always safe enough for something
Good. That's what I wanted. If you get
unpause and drag everyone on a thrilling trip to Perm, or via Perm, to the eastern part of the Norwegian Empire, which is getting pretty damn big. I bet Pomerania is still where they're going to go for crusades.
They just don't want you founding Ryon's Vikings.
No. Don't really have enough cash to build a giant building there either at the moment. Not least because I've raised all of my levies and that's quite expensive. Hooray, more people converting to the right kind of paganism. King Budo the Fowler is, fouling his way through everything.
Yes, okay. You do have to walk about half the distance across the map. after sailing into.
Yeah. That just gets you into my bit. Then you have to walk all the way over there. On the plus side, I can probably pick up some more troops when we get here, because there's a revolt. Again.
That, I much like that weasel. That's how Susie I am. Look at that weasel.
Okay, well, she didn't turn out very good, did she? Right. Right, no, you're not marrying my marshal. Well, not my marshal, my troop leader.
Maybe you could get her a husband so it doesn't happen.
I can never work out who I can safely marry her to.
Yeah. Yourself.
Yeah, but I've just murdered one.
You didn't murder her, you divorced her.
Yeah, okay, but you know. Right, let's zoom in.
You take someone as a concubine, does that stop you getting married? You can say them always wherever you want them.
I don't think it does stop them getting married. Because certainly I've married other people's concubines. No.
She seems to be betrothed. I don't think you want to take. Hang on, what's going on here?
Yeah. Right. Well, let's just keep.
You could maybe see what you could do about breaking that proposal, because it could be kind of unfortunate.
I think that's fine. Let's do that.
She has a greater calling now.
Yep.
It's somewhere in East Asia. But you might want to send those ships away.
I will send those ships away. But first... I'm going to send that lot over there. We won the Holy War for Latgale. Isn't that nice, everybody? Let's just check that. We're going to suffer some quite severe attrition.
So can you find a route that you is it actually gone around the south of the world?
Yeah. Probably okay. Right, anyway, back to the other.
The automatic routing should try not to send you places where you're going to suffer attrition.
You'd hope, but.
No, that's not the sensible way.
Let's go there. Right, I'll do. Right, let's check back in approximately 6 weeks to discover how many troops there are. Right. Who are you? You've got 4,500 troops. You don't have any spare to raise. Because he's already raised his troops and he's had to bear the cost of them all this time. Lol, 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 say I.
He's at 22 money. How long is that money going to last? Less than a year.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be amusing.
Well, won't that be fun for him?
Okay.
Okay. Right. Small problem. My king of Ruthenia has usurped Ruthenia back.
Can you use your vassal now?
But he is my vassal now.
You just need to desperately get him to like you. I'm sure this is should be a high priority
For my...
chancellor job
Yes.
at the very least.
Yes.
Possibly also a sending to emergency month job.
Let's wait and see, because I can always... Yeah, I can, like, probably give... But what I need to do is, I think, cheer him up a bit with my Chancellor first. Then he'll be at a level, or maybe a couple of Chancellor cheering ups. Then he'll be at a level where giving him cash might make him convert. Which isn't particularly
So
likely.
giving cash is quick, so you want to do that late
Yes.
rather than doing it early and then your chancellor taking so long that the gift has timed out.
Yes. My fleet's got all the way back. Doesn't take very long. Skating through the rivers in winter. I've currently got 100% moral authority.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. I've only got 0% for the Holy Site of Tolan. I don't have anything negative for it. Ooh, right, hooray. You've sorted that province out. I suspect I should also send you on the fun job, not of Rostov, but now converting him, or trying to convert his country. That's nice. There's my army.
What was that?
Hooray! Tolier. Right. Okay, well, can't avoid all of the counties that have horrific attrition because there's too bloody many of them.
Probably coming through here in the middle of winter.
Yes, a point. Right, well, let's appoint you as my Chancellor. You get to improve diplomatic relations in. There. Designated region to Norway. It's back to being you again. How are we doing? Let's just check we do in fact have Ms. Speed Boots in charge. We do. Yeah, well, we're going to have a break from wars for a bit anyway, because our threat will be high and all of our vassals are going to be busy going, you bastard, you've just raised our troops for approximately the last 1 billion years.
And marching all the way across Asia.
That's the one. Right. On the plus side, we're now... Oh, successful jihad! Allah has granted Caliph Ruhollah, victory in the jihad for Egypt against Kaiser Adalbert of the Holy Roman Empire. Hooray! You say cursed infidels, I say hooray. I have a much better understanding of the real politic.
Oh, there's a little bit of Holy Roman Empire just like kicking around there between the two bits of the Sahara. It's my own county. I shouldn't have to deal with stupid hard winters.
Oh, there's still no food. It doesn't matter whose lack of food it is.
It's true.
Whatever.
It's true. Just check that didn't snatch any weird territory out. And maybe at some point, let's just see how tough the Holy Roman Empire is. Not very.
It is in defensive tactics.
It is currently in the defensive pact against me, but you know, I could, you know, I do have some de jure claims. Which one day I may be able to take. Right. Well, someone's war ended inconclusively. Although his troops are recovering quite rapidly, I think he has just undergone a bit of a squashing. Danish conquest of Evreux on King Roger of France. Might be able to create Duchy of Normandy at this rate. I'm back up to 10,000 troops. Hopefully I'm going to end up somewhere in this war before, you know, it all goes down the pan. Let's just see if I've got any minor titles that need filling. To cheer up my vassals a bit. Right, well that's done that lot. I appear to be down a commander. Again. Fine.
Enough to agenda lot for commanders. No fleets. What I can do,
Let's invite you to court. You. You look like a perfectly prominent state. Right, let's marry you to a princess of Lithuania. Who are you anyway? Ramekin state. Okay, someone's declared a pedant revolt. Where is your pedant revolt? Okay, well, good luck. Get back to me when I've won this war and we'll have a conversation. Right. Demand religious conversion. Yes. You've converted to Germanic. Let's appoint you as a shield maiden. Right, and then we can make you a commander. Oh, go on. Send my shield maidens out together, although normally I don't like to put all of my organisers in one basket because it doesn't really help very much. So. Okay, now your route finding has decided that yes, you do want to walk through the target territory, whereas normally you will go to any lengths not to do this. I don't think much of my beard.
Oh, you're a bit young.
36. Not that young. So we have a bunch of defensive pacts, a bunch of truces, and I don't think some of these defensive pacts are going to, be a goer, but it occurs to me that really at the moment there's no difference between, like, for me, for 75% threat and 95% threat, because I am my own religious head.
And the only holy order of your religion doesn't exist.
Yes. Right. It's not looking good for the pedant revolt. Lord, someone's left the defensive pact against me. Right, off we go. I lose the trait ambitious.
Well, there is no further ambition.
Yeah, but I still haven't become exalted among men.
It's true.
At least not being ambitious is actually kind of helpful, because that reduces the big penalty for ambitious vassals. I mean, they have a big penalty, but it's huge if you're both ambitious. Okay, right, where are you going? You are going to there. Well, okay. I'm going to try to be like, but he will be a giant otter. It's territory there. It's plains. This is not going to get you anything. Just postpone the inevitable very slightly. Right, okay.
Snorri was leading that army.
It's
I think
true.
He still is. Yes.
Yes.
Don't want to pull him out now.
No, this is absolutely not the right time to do that. About 10 minutes' time is the time to do that. Oh, look, we've attacked the enemy. They're over there. And they don't know what they're doing. Right, who are you? Right, you might actually not be completely incompetent. So yeah, he's not completely hopeless. Right, what are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing it? Right, 26% more score. Let's settle down for a little light besieging. Okay, they occupied one county, and that doesn't even give them.
You're looking at
I'm looking at the wrong war. It gives them -2, gives them 2% more score. How horrifying is the attrition? Okay, that's just minor attrition caused by existing. Of course, because I'm not actually next to my territory.
because they besieged that next door county.
Yes. I don't think this is going to be a huge problem. especially since I can put in. I lost my siege leader in a freak accident. Bum. Oh well, let's just sit here and hope that one of my commanders acquires the siege leader trait at some point. Where's the army gone?
It's
Let's go
probably
with
into the county you can't see.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's quite true. I can't see that county. Right, 84% more score. Let's head into this. War score. This county. Words, they exist, they mean things. Oh look, the peasant revolt is not having a fantastic time. Yes, well, Big Earl is probably going to regret having left us behind for pastures different. Where are you going? Are you going to the other county? I think you are. Oh, this would be hilarious. Ah, we've converted some of Finland to the Germanic faith. Took a little while. Oh dear, we got to minus 8% war score. I might actually have to send some troops over there. That's fine, I'll dismiss them all over here, and then we raise some tactically nearby. Right, well, you want together. Send you over there. Apparently my marshal isn't doing anything. Right, you can research military technology. Let's try Iceland. It's not working very well anyway. So how are we doing? Hooray, we are in credit again. Hooray, my son is now a misguided warrior. And she's an amateurish plotter. Well, state. See, you know, obviously I should have been in charge of bringing them up. Excellent. Ooh, one of my kings has created a duchy. That's good. Hey, they're running away from me. Fine. Where are you going? Okay, if you're going to be like that, I'm going to go over here and besiege one of your bits of territory off you. I don't see how this is going to work out well for you. There we are. Settle down for a little. I liked besieging. And a little light inhaling of my own head. At 100% more score, release the altar. Force our demands. We won.
I think this is a good point to save and stop because I now have a bunch of admin to do. The year is 1133. Good night,